First on 5, former U.S. Attorney General and U.S. Senator Jeff Sessions announced tonight he's running again for U.S. Senate.
He made the announcement on his campaign page via YouTube and then went on a cable news show. Cherish Lombard is here to tell us what he had to say. Cherish.
Yeah, this is obviously huge news. And a year after he was fired by President Trump, Jeff Sessions says he is putting his hat in the ring in the 2020 U.S. Senate race to represent Alabama. It's an attempt to take back the seat he left after 20 years to join the Trump administration. He made the announcement tonight on his campaign page via YouTube. Now, according to a report from the New York Times, the president reached out to warn Sessions of the criticism he would receive if he attempted to reclaim his Senate seat. Despite their differences, Sessions says he still strongly supports the president.
Jeff Sessions here. I approved this ad when I left President Trump's cabinet. Did I write a tell-all book? No. Did I go on CNN and attack the president? Nope. Have I said a cross word about our president? Not one time. And I'll tell you why. First, that would be dishonorable. I was there to serve his agenda, not mine. Second, the president's doing a great job for America and Alabama, and he has my strong support.
Sessions goes on to say that he was the only senator out of 100 who had the courage to stand with President Trump when he took on Washington, and he is still his strongest advocate. Even before Sessions made it official, his former colleague in the Senate, Richard Shelby, praised him.
Jeff Sessions is a friend. I work with him every day up here for 20 years. He's a man of integrity, and of course he'll have to run his own race, and you know, that's up to the people of Alabama, but I believe he'll be a formidable candidate.
U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham says he wants to stay out of the primary, but thinks Sessions was a great senator.
I'm not going to get involved in Alabama politics. We'll let the people of Alabama deal with that, but Jeff Sessions is a friend, and he was a very good senator, and I'm sure he'll have a lot of support in Alabama.
Current U.S. Senator Democrat Doug Jones was asked earlier today if he thought opposition from President Trump might affect Sessions' decision to run.
I have no idea. I'm certainly not going to get into any of my Republican opponents' head because it would probably explode if I did.
Sessions joins a crowded Republican field that includes Doug Jones, Democrat, as well as Republicans. Stanley Adair, Representative Arnold Mooney, Representative Bradley Byrne, former Auburn football coach Tommy Tuberville, Secretary of State John Merrill, and former State Supreme Court Chief Justice Roy Moore. Cherish Lombard, News 5. Peter?
And joining us now with reaction to tonight's big announcement is local political consultant John Gray. John, are you surprised, first of all, that Jeff Sessions is running, and are you surprised about the timing of the announcement?
I am, because it was a year ago this week that Jeff Sessions was excused from the Trump administration. And that timing's weird, Pete, because he's had a year to think about this. In fact, last year, a lot of people from Politico and national papers were speculating would he get back in the race, and here we are 20 hours away from qualifying being over, and Jeff's just now making an announcement that he's going to run for office.
So is there panic tonight in the Bradley Byrne camp or Tommy Tuberville or John Merrill, and will any of these candidates get out of the race?
No, there's no panic at all. In fact, there's a third-party ad just went up on digital media tonight on social media attacking Jeff Sessions as being a traitor. And if you're on social media, you may have even seen it this evening, and it's not the first. They're going to keep coming all week long. There may be a chance you see somebody drop out. I think a John Merrill could get out. Bradley Byrne appears to be 100% moving ahead, and so does Tommy Tuberville. I don't see any of them backing down. In fact, I think this makes an otherwise boring race very interesting right now.
All right, Jeff Sessions made the announcement on national television in New York, not here in Alabama. Are you surprised by that move?
I'm surprised by it, and I think it's going to come back to haunt him. I think you could see that in some television ads. You know, Jeff Sessions was the former United States Attorney General, and I think that maybe he still thinks that's his stage. In fact, he was just at Northwestern University and had some problems and had to be escorted out of the university because of some security concerns. I think he sees himself on a bigger stage than here, but he's running to represent people in Alabama. Being on a studio set in New York's not where he needed to be. He needed to be right here in Alabama, telling the people of this state why he wants the chance to come back. I think he made a big mistake, Pete.
All right. Well, it's going to be an interesting 3.5 months leading up until that primary on March 3rd. John Gray, thank you very much.